continue the body scan?
Yes, we may. I'm looking at her stomach area. Actually more of her uterus area. Feeling very lethargic at the moment compared to what she was. So we'd like to look there if possible. She has a little bit of pain there today.
Bringing the body scan now, all of the energies, all of our divine spiritual team. Now we're going to move our focus doing the body scan down to the uterus, the sacral chakra, the stomach, local, the solar plexus. So let's maybe start at the solar plexus and begin scanning there, the solar plexus area, and begin scanning all sides and dimensions of it, and then moving down along into the solar or into the sacral chakra area, scanning all parts of the sacral chakra. When you find something now, let me know what you find.
Yeah, there seems to be some cords going on here. There's cords connected to her family. Actually, particularly to her stepmother. There was a comment made a few months ago where her stepmother mentioned to her that she went through menopause at 35. There was always a great deal of her stepmother was every eventuality of Joni having a healthy relationship was always back down. And Joni has felt this on a conscious and unconscious level, particularly since.
Okay, so bringing forth now all of our divine energy. So we want to transmute out those cords. So Archangel Michael, with calling forth the Legion of Light, calling forth Bridget's fire as well, and calling forth our dragons, all of the energies to begin transmuting out those cords. Is there any other kind of consciousness energy that's connected into the cords there within the uterus?
Yes, there's a reptilian energy that is directly connected to her stepmother.
Okay, so in case the reptilian there within the appropriate alchemy symbols, Archangel Metatron there with the symbols that you would prefer to encase this reptilian. Is the reptilian connected to any other reptilians?
The reptilian is connected to the family line of her stepmother.
Okay, so this reptilian, is it connected to other, is there other reptilians, like a consciousness or collective it's connected to? And where is that?
Exactly, the reptilian, all of the women in Joni's stepmother's family have all problems with fertility. Some of them have never had children, some of them nearly died having children, even her mother had problems. So it's going back at least that long in her family. And then the reptilians themselves, they're from Earth, and they take their energy from women's reproductive power, but they're particularly embedded in that family in Tipperary, and they seem to be connected to the mountains in that area that the family lived on.
Okay, is there a collective of reptilians within one of those mountain ranges there?
Yes, there's an underground aspect to their living quarters. There's about 5,000 beings there.
Okay, so Archangel Metatron, can we begin encasing all of these reptilians within the appropriate alchemy symbols today, or are we just going to deal with the one reptilian in her uterus?
Today we will work with the reptilian in her uterus and the reptilians in her stepmothers and her stepmother's sisters. There's 3 women there, and there's 1 woman who's passed on. We work on her as well.
Okay.
Because of the interconnected nature of it, that can allow her to then cut a clearer cord with her stepmother, even after doing the cord cutting that she did recently.
Okay, so we can, so we need to ask permission now from those women's higher selves as well, from those ladies, to give permission from the higher self also to allow us to work with making these changes within them. So I'm calling forth now the higher selves to the women, the ladies there that Joni just mentioned, connected to this reptilian in her uterus, encasing now all of the energy in the reptilians within those 3 women that she mentioned. You did mention 3 women, didn't you?
Yes.
4. So that's 5 women. Have I got that right? 5. And you're 6, yeah, that including you, that would be 6 women. Okay, so they're calling forth the higher self now of all of those women, the 5 women involved, encasing the reptilian energy that's connected. We want to disconnect them from that consciousness, the collective of the reptilian consciousness, encasing all of each of the reptilians. If there is individual reptilians within those women mentioned, that Joni mentioned, encasing all of the reptilians that would like to transmute out today, that we are bringing aid and assistance to them. So asking now for permissions of the higher self to make those changes. Joni's higher self, can you tell me, have the higher selves consented?
They have consented because they have had lifetimes of pain with this. Most of them have actually had hysterectomies, but their uteruses are in cold storage, so there is still energetic ties to the actual physical uterus.
And
so they wish to have this full relief.
Where would that cold storage be?
In the respective hospitals they got their hysterectomies performed.
They keep them, and what do they do with them there?
They keep uteruses and placentas, and they often regenerate cells from them for scientific purposes.
Are they using them for anything else?
It depends on the hospital, and not all the hospital staff know that this goes on. Particularly, for example, if a woman asks for her placenta back, she is feel as if she is causing trouble. But the women aren't even told that their uteruses and their placentas are their own property. And they're often told they are going to be burned when they are not. They are kept in storage.
And what do they do with these cells that they're replicating from the uterus?
Some of them do experiments to see how cancer or endometriosis or polycystic ovaries can be treated. And some of them are just used to analyze different things. Some people want to do more nefarious things, but the level of paperwork needed to do that actually works in the favor of those people not having access to those materials. But consent for the women's specific organs is never verbalized to them, and everybody just signs the bottom of the form, so they aren't actually aware of what they're giving their consent to. And then verbally they're told it's disposed of in an incineration.
These experiments or otherwise, like, is any of this conducted or connected to the mountain range then in Tipperary?
Yeah, their sister was a midwife, and she worked in Limerick University Hospital, and that's where she spent the last decade of her working life. So a lot of this has to do with how things are done in Limerick and in Tralee and in Dublin.
Okay, so just asking there now for all of the reptilian energy connected into those 5 women in Joni, has all that energy been contained within the alchemy symbols today?
Yes, all the energy has been contained.
So are they disembodied reptilians, or is there a number of other individual reptilians, or is it the same one reptilian in Joni?
It's a different reptilian in each divine cavity. The one that is attached to Joni is like an emissary from this one because of the entanglement between the mother-daughter role recognition, and will be easier to remove than the one that is attached, because they're attached to the cavity as opposed to the uterus, so they're still trying to suck energy even though no longer has one, for example.
Okay. Okay, so just making sure then that all of those energies are all fully contained now.
Yes, they are.
Okay. I would like to just ask each one of those individual reptilian energies, have they got bodies with them?
Yes, the bodies are in the underground caverns underneath the mountains in Portroe.
Okay, so they're not attached to their bodies then, or are they attached?
They are energetically attached.
Okay, so before we transmute you out today, because we come with love light energy, so I'm speaking now to all of the reptilians. They're all 5, 6 of the energy of the 6 people with containing these reptilian energies. If you'd like to call back your bodies today before we help you to transmute out and to disconnect. If you'd like to bring your bodies with you, then I would ask that you do that today before we help you to move on. So would any of you like to do that? Bring your bodies with you?
Yes, we would like to go back to our collective and no longer have an attachment here.
Where is your collective?
Our collective is under the mines in Portroe in Tipperary.
Is that right? But is that a safe place for you to go to?
It is for the moment. A lot of our collective are still very tied to how they get their energy. We know we're only doing it because we haven't been given another option, and the 6 of us wish to transmute ourselves and either go back or leave. We can see the light from what your generation, and we were willing to go, but our collective are very bound to what they're doing, and we're not sure the full collective will want to transmute at this time. But they will weaken.
Okay.
They will weaken because we were one of their main energy sources.
Well, it's possible that they may want to change their minds, because today we come to you with an offer of love light energy that we can help you to transmute out and to release yourself from this slavery role that you've all been playing. I'm also speaking to the collective there within Portroe, within the mountains in Tipperary. I'm sure that you probably are aware of the work that is occurring now today, the energy. So we can help you to transmute out, and you may have the choice to return to your home planet, to where it is that you've come from originally, and that we will help you to do that with aid and guidance and assistance to do it safely, and to also release you, to help you be released fully from this parasitic role now that you are playing here on this earth. And that we can do this for the full collective today, not just for 6 of you, but we can do it for everybody. So how many of you today would like to take this opportunity?
We 6 would like to take this opportunity, and our collective have asked there are 5,000 and 3,000 have consented.
Okay, 3,000 have consented. Okay. Well, it would be fantastic for all 5,000 to consent, but of course we will only do whatever the people obviously that give consent is the ones that we can only bring aid and assistance to today. So we would urge you to to really consider that you have an opportunity to be able to release yourself from this trap that you've been placed into, from this role of slavery. And we would urge you to find the light within all of yourselves, even all of the 5,000, if you can find the light inside of you, and to decide if it is a decision that you still want to continue playing this parasitic role. But we can bring you the aid and assistance today to help you to safely traverse and release yourself from this energy role that you're playing. Are you still only the 3,000? Have any more talked about it, discussed it? Is there any more that would like to join us?
The 2,000 say they are still connected to women and women's organs that are in storage. The 3,000 that have consented are women who haven't had hysterectomies, but live in the area and they're dealing with genetic problems or hereditary problems when it's actually energetic problems. And so they feel easier to go see the benefit of it, but they can also see that they're still getting energy. So the 2,000 wish to stay for the time being.
Okay. It is with love and assist and guidance today that I would like to call forth now all of the higher selves involved, connected now to all of the 3,000, including the 6 here connected into Joni and Joni's stepmother's family. So is that inclusive within the 3,000, those 6 there?
Yes.
It is, okay, so I can just leave it at the 3,000. So bringing all of the 3,000 together, and any other of the observers from the remaining 2,000 that may change their mind through this process, you are more than welcome to join us, all of you there. So I would like to call forward Archangel Michael and Metatron now to fully contain all 3,000, all of the 3,000 reptilians that have given their consent to transmute out today, fully containing them within all of the appropriate alchemy symbols now, please there, Archangel Metatron. So it is with that we also need to call in the permission of the higher self of all of the other bodies of the women that this 3,000 collective are connected to.
Yes.
So I need to, thank you, ask permission from the higher selves of all of the 3,000 involved there, from the women that they are connected into.
The higher self is connected in the Pamba area, and they give their consent to release all this pain and degradation, which comes from years and years of unreleased grief and anger and repression of sexual pleasure. And they wish to offer it to go so they can live whole lives as fully functioning women in all aspects of their being.
Thank you, Eru Bambafola. It's a lovely message for the women of Ireland that even just these 3,000 will receive some type of loving healing and grace today from the release of this reptilian collective. So calling back now to the 3,000 to ask you now to bring all of your bodies with you as well, to call back all of your physical bodies if you want to take your bodies with you. I also ask for you now to, between the 3,000 of you, to discuss with yourselves, or to decide within yourself where it is that you want to return to. Where is it you would like to go to today? Would you like to go home? Do you want to go to another planet?
We would actually like to go back to source and have the chance of experiencing it with a different life or set of lifetimes. We are tired of the darkness and the sucking of energy and life force.
Thank you. I'm just wondering, is there any one of the reptilians that would like to come forward there as a representative of the 3000 that would like to speak to us today before we transmute you out?
I am the one in Joni's uterus.
Okay, and you're speaking with us today, and you have actually helped us and given us a lot of information as well in relation to the energy. So when was it that you first, though, became connected into Joni's uterus?
I started becoming part of her experience roughly around when she was 13 years old, as her stepmother became more active in her life. Joni had puberty when she was 11, and she had very little pain or discomfort during the time of the month, and Mum always supported her, gave her no support around that aspect of her life whatsoever, and so she never communicated, bar one time, any issues around that aspect of her life, and it wasn't even discussed or any compassion given for anything. If there was any pain felt in the house, it was felt by Kay. Joni couldn't feel any pain because it wasn't, nothing that she did was important enough to actually give her support about.
So you've been connected in from many different people and lifetimes before you actually came in contact with the Joni as well?
Yes, I came. We were linked in with, our collectors was linked in with a lot of them from the Midlands and well, in the centre of Ireland, from Limerick and Tipperary. So the women either become susceptible to us through family belief systems or through greater cultural trauma.
Have you connected with me on any level?
I have attempted to once or twice because I like new blood.
Okay, but were you successful?
No.
Okay.
Joni wasn't aware of me until absolutely now. Had she been aware of me, I think I would have been transmuted about 2 years ago.
Okay.
I've been looking for dear life ever since.
Okay.
I knew this was coming.
Okay. Well, thank you for stepping forward today, brother, and thank you for speaking with us and helping to bring this aid and assistance that's much needed as well to the women of Ireland. So now that you've all decided where it is that you would like to return to, I'm now at this point going to ask all 3000 of you to look deeply within you, within yourselves, deeply inside of you. There is a spark of light within yourselves that's always been there, your own soul spark. It's always been within you, but it's been dimmed down. It may be very small, it may be the size of a pinprick, but within each and every one of you now, look deeply within you, keep searching deeply until you find it, this tiny little pinprick of a light, your soul energy. I'm calling forth Archangel Michael, Metatron, Divine Sister Bridget, Parvati, and the Legion of Light. Now I ask you all to come forward, and as each of these 3000 collective reptilians begin finding their own love light energy, begin making your love light energy now growing bigger within you. It's beginning to grow. It's growing really bright and strongly. It's growing brightly out through you. And you're beginning to transmute out now through the love light energy source with the divine assistance of all of our divine brothers and sisters here today to aid you, to help transport you over, transmute you out into love light energy. And we're going to escort you back now to source. So begin transmuting yourselves out there.
Thank you. And as we transmute our 2000 brothers and sisters, now see there's an action that they want to follow. So please bring them with us to source. They transmute too.
So asking all of the same things now that I said to the 3000 collective, including the 2000 remainders that have changed their minds there. making sure now to bring all of your bodies with you first, collecting all of your bodies, bring your bodies with you if you choose that you want to bring your body with you. And once again, doing the exact same thing now, asking, we have to call in the permission of all of the higher selves, of all of the women and people involved, connected to all of these 5,000 reptilian collective in Portroe and Tipperary, and all of the other reptilians and higher selves that are connected into this energy. Begin pulling yourself out now, all 5,000 of you, pulling yourself out of all of the people, all of the organs, all of the energy, all of the location points in the mountains that you are all embedded and connected into. So all of these places within the hospitals, within whatever spaces you've been stored in, removing all parts of your energy in your body now, pulling yourself back and making your own light brilliantly bright within you. And all of our divine healing team here now are ready to aid and assist to transmute you out. Have they transmuted yet?
They have.
Okay. Is there any message or anything they would like to say before they leave?
Sorry for all the hurt and pain. We thought we were going for the easiest food source. We did not realize the impact it would have on generations and generations. And thank you for giving us the chance to release ourselves.
You're more than welcome. I pop forth to Archangel Zadkiel now, Archangel Azrael, and I ask for you to divinely guide and assist them back to source where it is that they want to return to from today, making sure that all 5,000 are escorted safely. We honor, love, and respect all 5,000 of these collective brethren of ours now that are choosing to transmute back to their love, light, source energy. Dissolving all contracts now, all negative contracts as well, Archangel Azrael, making sure to find if there's any contracts within all of the 5,000 reptilians, the 5,000 people, higher selves connected to this reptilian collective, contracts, false contracts now within the medical system, dissolving, creating, looking for contracts that can be transmuted out today as well. And contracts that have come to an end, allowing people, if they may seek, if their higher selves seek permission to be released from their contracts, if the time is right, we ask for permission to do this also. We do all of this, of course, without infringing on anyone's boundaries and for the highest and greatest good of all, without harming none. Just looking there in Joni's uterus, is there a contract connected into the uterus there?
Yes, there is one. It's to do, basically, her family have decided that she should play a role, and she has decided she is not playing that role anymore. She has the ability now to rip up that contract because it does not bind her. It was made by other people for her, not for herself.
Okay, so let's see Joni actually envisioning and visualizing herself for doing that for herself as well, ripping up and tearing that contract, getting rid of it for herself, and bringing in our Phoenix Fire Dragons and our Divine Sister Bridget to cleanse, clear, transmute now the contract with permission, of course, from the higher self there. Can you tell me there, have all 5,000 returned back to source?
All 5,000 have been gathered and returned back to source.
Thank you. I call forth Archangel Raphael now, Raphael brother. I ask for you to start bringing in your love light energy and any other guides, angels and assistants, benevolent energies that would like to channel forth the love light energy now into Joni and into all of the 3,000 5,000 people, the higher selves that would like to receive love light energy as well for their highest and greatest good for their healing today. Archangel Raphael began flooding now everybody, including the Portroe area of the mountains where the reptilian collective was residing within the mountains. And any love light energy channeling into the medical system where these people's, the women's organs were being kept and stored, transmuting out again all negativity, negative connections, and bringing in love light healing energy so that the medical industry connected to these women's body parts and organs may begin to act with more integrity in connection to, this very sacred part of the female anatomy. And may we find a better resolution soon for the care and welfare of women, Irish women in particular, in Irish society and the Irish medical system. So we pray for that today as well. We ask for all of that. Thank you, God. That felt big.
Huge relief. The pain has left Tony now. And it was severe. It was so severe.
Continue bringing in the love light energy there into Joni's uterus as well, and any other healing alchemy symbols now. Divine Sister Isis, I can see your symbol coming in forward, placing your divine symbol there within Joni's uterus again. Thank you, Divine Mother Isis, and also Parvati. Parvati, sister, is there anything around the uterus now in healing energy that you can aid and assist us with today for Joni, or even indeed for the women involved today?
Yeah, she needs to get a recipe for bovine milk or turmeric milk and to drink it to rebalance some of her hormones, and she needs to get out of that zone as well. She needs to get more active. Her energy will come back, and she'd be motivated to take more exercise more often. Not anything to make her, but enough to get her moving again. And she lose any weight she put on. Because her appetite is not. She's not overlooking for her body weight or anything, but she needs more movement.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Divine Sister, for that answer. I would like to ask now if we need to continue with the body scan there.
There's one last place, and it's the very base for spine. It's beginning to hurt her a lot. She knows she needs to go to the chiropractor about it, but it's something that flares up when she feels unsupported in life, and it's come physically. It was a result of a small accident when she was a younger child. Her father hadn't secured a fairly heavy. It's something that comes up every time she feels unsupported in her life. So we want to look at it because there just needs to be an attachment, a negative attachment from the family destroying her back that she needs to release.
Okay, so just looking there more now closely, more deeply at the energy around the base of the spine, we just need to look there with the body scan to see if it's a consciousness. Is there an consciousness, an organic or inorganic energy attached to it?
The best way of describing it is it's like concentrated sadness.
So is it like an energy or an emotional imprint?
An emotional imprint, yes.
Okay, so kind of like maybe trauma as well.
Yes, it's like a bruise that never healed properly that keeps coming. Yeah. The easiest way to say it, if you have a sore finger, you're going to bang it off of something because you're not protecting it enough, and this is the part of her body that gets weakest when she's feeling stressed or overburdened.
Okay, so perhaps we can transmute that out. Can we just use Phoenix Fire on that, or
yes,
do we
that would be perfect.
Okay, so calling forth on the sacred dragons and asking now to place around that location, that area, just blazing it through with lots of Phoenix Fire now at the base of the spine and just around the pelvic area as well, pelvis, maybe the tops of the hips and the bones, and just sending the Phoenix Fire up along the base of the root chakra, grounding cord, the grounding chakra, and just making sure that the actual root chakra itself is clear and transmuting out all the trauma and imprint energy with Phoenix Fire there. So begin that process now. Thank you. And then when it is the suitable time, calling forth Archangel Raphael to bring in the love light energy there. So making sure that there's no spaces or gaps once negative energy is transmuted, bringing in all the love light energy to transmute out or to replace with the love light energy.
Yes, the pain is already dissipating. We've gone through the entire pelvic area and everything has been transmuted out, and that knot of muscles in the back along her spine is unknotting itself.
Okay.
She will need to go to either neuromuscular therapist or a chiropractor to release it properly physically, but the spiritual aspect has been released.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you for that.